Thursday, February 20th, 4:36 p.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. This has been a short trading week. Monday was a holiday. But we're already halfway through the month. Going to go over one of the oldest U.S. stock indexes called the Dow 30 Industrial Average. That's the full name, the Dow 30 Industrial Average. That means there's more than one Dow index. But again, we're focusing on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Currently has 30 companies on it. This is a watch list on the left, alphabetical order with those 30 companies. A lot of red and green, mixed singles, how they close. Yep, that's how they closed from the opening of the day. So again, green means they close higher for the day, and red means they close lower for the day. We'll go over those alphabetical order. What I like to do is when I'm looking down at the market, I refer to a top down. I look at the higher time frames, go down to the lower time frame, get a bigger perspective of what's occurring. Sort of like when you want to go to a higher elevation, look around, be aware of the situation. So since we're already halfway through the month, look on the grid on the far right. Yellow candle. We're still inside the range of last month. Kept this grid on the far right, small little trading range. Much smaller than the prior months. Big wick on the top. That tells me here we're in a big consolidation phase. Big consolidation phase, building a lot of energy for the next breakout. The current candle being yellow, well, that's suspicious because we haven't broken out of the range yet. Middle grid is the weekly. This will be done 4 p.m. Friday, New York time. Current candle is red, lower high, lower low than the prior week, so the trend is down. Broke below that also, the inside candle, which happened to be last week. We might be having distribution here. Smart money selling. See these big wicks on the top, small little bodies. Distribution most likely. And the far left, the daily chart. Big gap down here has not got filled yet. That's concerning. Also, the trend is down. Look at these lower highs on the daily. Lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, buyers on the dip. That's a fact. Buyers on the dip. But again, they haven't been able to make higher highs. That's concerning. So maybe the smart money is the one selling on top, anticipating a move down here. Open this up. Our right grid. Put it on 20 years. There we go. 20 years of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Look at the bottom far left. Subprime mortgage years. Sold off. Look at here, near the closer to the far right. The virus year, huge volatility. Trend, consolidation, trend, consolidation. That's what's happening on the higher time frame to help make a decision, more the wiser on trades, investing. So as we go to each grid on the left, in alphabetical order, again, just look at this on the far right. We're not at all-time highs. We're still below the highs of last year for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And each of these candles represents a week. So again, we're below the high of last year and already lower low, lower high than last week. Let's see if there's individual stocks performing better or worse. Apple, below the high of last year. Yeah, not good. Struggling. Amgen, again, the names are in white, parentheses, stock symbol, 5-year weekly chart. Way below the lows, way below the highs of last year. Amazon, where we did take out the high of last year, currently trending down. This orange vertical line represents the week it was added to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So it's higher since then. American Express. Yep. All-time new high this year. That's good. Performing better than the Dow Jones because they made an all-time high this year, but currently trending down. Boeing. Wow. Are you surprised? Yeah. Way below the lows. Sorry, way below the highs of 2021, 2023, 2024. Caterpillar still has not taken out the high of last year. And it looks like it made a new low for the year. Yep, made a new low for this year. Salesforce. Last year was the high. Cisco. New high. See? Took out the highs of last year. Nice. Currently inside candle for the week, but it's performing better than the stock index. Chevron. Very disappointing. Yeah, way below the highs of 2022. Disney, same thing. Way below the highs of 2021. Disappointing. Goldman Sachs. New high for the year. Outstanding. Do you notice that? It's a financial company, just like the American Express I showed you. So financial sector is strong on the stocks I'm showing you within the Dow. Yep, the Dow has several categories, one of them being several sectors, one of them being financials. Home Depot, below the highs of last year. Honeywell, below the highs of last year. So again, a lot of them below the highs of last year. IBM, outstanding. Above the highs of last year, performing better than the Dow. And look at that, retracing this bearish pin bar, that red candle, bearish pin bar. Small trading range this week. That's concerning. See this current candle, very small trading range. Very low volume, bottom of the chart. See the volume is yellow line. Yeah, higher highs on lower volume. Suspicious. Johnson & Johnson, way below the highs of 2022. JP Morgan, another financial all-time new high, outstanding. The Coca-Cola Company, still below the highs of last year. Yeah, it made a new high for this year, still below the highs of last year. McDonald's, still below the highs of last year. 3M, yep, above the highs of last year, below the high of 2021. And Merck, wow, new low for the year. And below the low, of course, for 2024, last year. Microsoft, same thing, below the highs of last year, very close to the lows of this year. Nike, way below the lows of 2021. Disappointing. Another company I wish they would have removed several years ago from the Dow 30. NVIDIA. So here's the high this year. We took out the high of last year. Nice. Orange vertical line is where it got added to the Dow 30 last year. Nice. Procter & Gamble, below the highs of last year. Sherwin-Williams, it got added last year to the Dow 32, and it's below the highs last year. Travelers, below the highs of last year. Another financial company. United Health. Yep, looks like a new low for this year. Yep, new low for this year. And below the highs of last year. Visa, another financial, and made a new high. Outstanding. Verizon, way below the highs of 2019. Yep, disappointing. And Walmart. Last week was the high. This week, trending down. So it is at an all-time high from the prior years. Did its earnings early this morning and gave future forecasts. That big sell-off, so big effect. Dow Jones Industrial Average on the right. Stock index of 30 companies versus the individual companies. So majority of these companies here on the watch list are performing poorly. The stock index, even below the high of last year, still performing much better than many of the other ones. Consolidation. Yep, opportunities. You go ahead and choose those single stocks for investing long term, if that's your thing. I choose good stock ETFs, dollar cost average. Thank you as always, spending just a little time with me. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching.